Hi everybody, it's Soulless Recon. We finally did it. We hit 30 subscribers. And I'm just really excited. I cannot thank all of you enough. All of you are just so awesome for following me, and I can't thank you guys just ever enough. It's been a wonderful trip all the way up here, and I can't wait to see what's going to be brought out within the next couple of years or so. First things first, before we actually get to anything else, I want to say sorry about the image quality right now because I'm not in the best recording conditions. I'm using a lamp as my backup light because my ceiling light doesn't really cut it, so I'm just trying to get a little bit of light on my face. This is not going to happen very often, so I again apologize for the quality of the lighting. Secondly, I have some things I'd like to go over real quick before we move on to the fun part of the video. Short little list. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is basically what has happened over the past couple of years. This studio started out as actually a dream. I've been interested in video editing and video making for years. I started out with some very, very, very experimental stuff back in the early 2000s, and I never really got into gaming videos until about, I want to say, 4 years ago, maybe. It's a bit fuzzy in my mind right now about when I actually started getting into that. I saw gaming videos before I saw anything else. Gaming videos was what got me interested in actually making them. And then I saw all this cool YouTube stuff about skits with like Tomska and Nigahiga and, oh, what's his name? Sorry, the other guy escapes my mind right now, but there's so many other people that I watch on YouTube that do live comedy stuff, and that's what I started out with. I just started with my very first camera, just made some experimental skits, and worked from there. Now, for a while between then and now, and when I started making this stuff about a year and I want to say 2 months ago now, I didn't do anything because I just frankly didn't have the drive. I didn't have enough drive or equipment to do it at the time. So there wasn't a lot that happened in between then. But from then into now, a lot has changed. So from back then to now, I've accumulated a lot of stuff. I now have, I would like to say from it's kind of a, I'm not going to say professional, I'm going to say, let's go with intermediate just to be safe. An intermediate editor standpoint, I have now a solid studio where I can do everything that's needed in one space instead of having to do something somewhere else and bring it back here and then do something somewhere else and bring that back here and then mix it all together. I can actually do everything right here, which is kind of where I've been the entire time, except I had to do so much stuff between so many pieces of technology that it was a lot of work to do. And now it's easier because I have a lot more equipment that makes it a lot faster to do stuff. I'm rambling on a lot, sorry. Alright, so basically to sum that all up, a lot's happened in the past. I've advanced so quickly. I'm excited to see what's about to come up. For the next year, I am going to try and again step up my goals. I'm going to try and do 4 videos a week sometime once I get everything nailed down as far as process-wise. Right now I'm a bit sporadic as to how I'm editing because I've got about 5 or 6 projects on the table at the moment, one of which is not my own. I'm actually doing it for someone else, and I want to make sure that I have a steady enough plan to where I can hold 4 videos a week. And taking that 3 video a week jump was actually not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's actually a lot easier than I expected. So 4 videos shouldn't be that much of a challenge, but I just want to make sure for everyone that I can make that statement saying that, yes, I will be making 4 videos a week and you can expect that every week from now on unless something extremely terrible happens. And there's so much coming up that I'm excited for. I'm going to give y'all previews soon. As soon as I can get one big project out of the way, I'm going to have a lot of time to work on stuff, so I'm going to give y'all a bunch of new content. So before I delve into that, I'm going to continue on to what I had on here next. Saturday Night Sniper. A lot of you know, if you've kept up with the channel, Saturday Night Sniper only happened for the Destiny beta, and that was basically the starter of Soulless Recon Productions, was Saturday Night Sniper, and nothing really happened from that until what's about to come up. Lonely Let's Derp has been carrying my channel for probably it's been carrying it for a year and 2 months now, and this channel doesn't quite describe what I'm actually doing. So for Saturday Night Sniper, it's going to come back, not as frequent as I wanted it to be in the beginning, but it is going to come back, and it's going to have the easiest way I can describe this. It's going to have a feel kind of like, editing wise, Game Grumps, because I'm going to have a lot of visuals on the screen. This is Saturday Night Sniper, something I want to have fun with. I'll have fun with all my shows, but I really just want to take my editing skills to the next level as far as fun editing. Just like throwing stuff in there, like you've seen. Again, I go back to Game Grumps with all the stuff that Barry does in his edits. That's kind of what I want to encompass with Saturday Night Sniper. It's not a full just Let's Play or walkthrough. It's just random clips of me having either me trolling, quote unquote, online, other people, or just messing around and having fun. And then I take out the best bits and add in some visuals to enhance it. And that's what's going to happen with Saturday Night Sniper. Lonely Let's Derp, it's what I've been working on for the majority of the past year, and it's still going to be what I'm focusing on. So instead of keeping it on Soulless Recon Productions, I'm moving it to a new channel. I've already set up the new channel. I'm making some art for it so that it looks nice and new and clean, and it'll represent the show a lot better than Soulless Recon did. I'm not going to close down Soulless Recon. It's still going to stay up. I'm just making a new place for these shows to go so that it's a better fit and it might reach out to more people, so that I can entertain more of you guys. Next up, I want to hear what you guys have to say. For me, making this show is awesome. I love doing it. But the absolute #1 goal is to entertain people. That is my whole... This is the one thing I want to do out of this. If I entertain one person, if I only get one view, that's it for me. That's awesome. That's my whole purpose for this channel. I want to entertain you guys. So with the new channel, and even with this one, I really want to hear your guys' input. I want to know what you think is funny and what you think is not funny. I want you to let me know if you see something that's off, or you hear something that's off, or you just see something that's like, that could be changed. Let me know. I want to entertain as many people as possible, and I'm always wanting to evolve my style so that I bring entertainment, but also, and I don't think I've said this openly before, I want to bring it in a clean way. I love everyone that's inspired me, such as Rooster Teeth, Game Grumps, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. Those are all great people. I love watching them. They're inspiration to me. Just, I don't care to bring vulgarity into it. It's just me. So I want to hear your input on how I can make this channel more entertaining for you, how I can make these shows more entertaining for you. If you've got recommendations for games, let me know. I'm all about your input. Constructive criticism is welcome. I will take it, and I will make sure that I can do the best that I can do to make my show more entertaining for the people. And finally, I have been a bit serious with this, but I want to get a little bit more serious. When I started out in videos, I had a real burning fire to do it. I was so into wanting to do it, and I was so passionate about doing it that I just did it with whatever I had. And over the years, I just kept looking at YouTube videos and saying how many of these people were doing such great stuff, and I just lost motivation because I didn't have the time, I didn't have the money, I didn't have the equipment to do all the high production stuff. So eventually I just lost interest, and I just kind of fell away from it. But it wasn't until I started watching a bunch of different YouTubers that my burning passion for editing videos finally started to come back up. And it wasn't but about, I want to say 2.5 to 3 years ago, I'm not sure exactly which. I was watching a Game Grumps panel. And again, I keep going back to these guys. They are an inspiration to anyone who wants to make gaming videos. Anyways, I was watching one of their panels, and someone asked the question, what is your best advice to someone who wants to start making videos? And Aaron Hansen, who is one of the Game Grumps, he is probably the longest Game Grump on the channel. He got up and made the most simple but yet most impacting statement I've ever heard. He got up and said, if you want to make videos, go do it. Just start somewhere and move forwards. That to me was the most important thing I've ever heard for encouragement to make something or just to do anything. Because anyone could say, you're good, just keep trying at it. You can get better. There's always hope in the future. People can say that stuff for days and days. But the one thing that really spoke to me was that sentence. Because it's true. If you want to go do something, you just go do it. Go start somewhere. Begin feeding your passion. Begin feeding your knowledge. Let it grow and let your experience grow. Because we all can't start off in the greatest of conditions, but we can all start somewhere. And that's what I really got out of this. Just get up, go somewhere with what you're doing. Don't let yourself second guess your actions, because if you are truly passionate about it, you will learn. You will get better. You will continuously get better and better and better until one day you look back and say, wow, I used to be there and now I'm all the way over here making stuff that I love to make and doing it in a way that I enjoy doing it. And that's just the greatest piece of advice I can give you. If you really want to go do something and you're passionate about it, don't second guess yourself. Don't think that just because I don't have the right stuff to do it, that you can't. You can. Go out and just start doing it. Let your passion guide you. And don't ever let anyone say that just because it's either low quality or it's not the best, don't let that discourage you. You're starting. Because if you're really passionate about something and you start now and you move forwards, never looking back and always looking to the future, you will achieve that goal. So, enough with the being serious. I promised you guys, for 30 subscribers, I would thank you all with a video of me dancing in a fin hat. Well, let's do it.